So hello and welcome to another episode of Old Bloke Gaming. We are now at attempt 3 of this. So yeah, yesterday I mean I don't know if people are paying that much attention, but I usually try and upload a video once every 3 days or so. Um, for Entropia, I do other videos for other games, but Entropia I try to do at least once every 3 days. Now, I recorded a video yesterday, and for various reasons, it was not uploadable. So, first thing that happened was my cat is on heat again, or in heat, or however you say it. But basically, she was crawling all over me and growling, and it was just brutal. That happened more than I would have liked. It was kind of funny, I guess, but it was also really annoying. Then, if it had been just that, I'd have probably persevered. Now, the second thing that happened was in the patch notes, which I was actually doing a review of the patch notes, but in the patch notes it said that higher level of graphics we're going to use um, less, uh, CPU power or whatever it was. So I tried it, and from that point on, basically the video was unwatchable. You could hear my voice fine, the video feed was fine, but the game feed basically just was so jumpy. It was like the frame rate was like 1 per second or one every 2 seconds. It was just brutal. So I decided, and then the third thing that happened was before I just as I was finishing the video, my son came in and the dogs went bonkers, so it was really noisy right at the end as well. So it was a kind of comedy of errors. And because of that comedy of errors, I scrapped the video and said, all right, I'm gonna not, it was too late to do it again, so I left it. Now, I just went to do it all again. I went through all of this once and then realized I hadn't even hit the start recording. So, anyway, it's been a long time, but we're finally doing this again. And, what I wanted to do with today's video was just kind of summarize the patch notes, um, and then talk about my plans for the next week or so, and yeah, probably just leave it there for today. I have some ideas for other videos I want to do in the coming week or so. But anyway, so the patch notes, from memory. Basically, it talked about space mining and some additions to space mining, which, if you're a space miner, probably good additions. I honestly know nothing about space mining. So I cannot really comment on any of them and whether they're good, bad, or indifferent. It talked about the Halloween changes that have been brought in. And obviously, what I'm going to do over the next week is I'm going to do a flyby of each of the planets, with the misses, and see what is doable on each of the planets. So yeah, we'll run through that. But there should be some free gifts. Hopefully, there's some quests. I've heard that the Next Island quest hasn't actually refreshed for this year, which is kind of a shame. Um, Once the new ring is announced, I will have a look at it with you guys. And if it is a ring that is interesting, I'm probably going to try cracking some lock boxes for it. So either some crack them, or um, I may just I may sell a bunch of them. I've been buying a few at point 0.7 or point anything up to point 0.7 basically. So if it's a good ring, maybe the value of the boxes goes up, and then I need to just decide whether what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to sell, and maybe open a few myself on camera just to show you guys again how shitty the drop rate is and how unlucky I am. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a flyby of the planets, and look at if there's any free gifts on each of the planets, and if there is, what you get, and whether I think it's worth the journey or not. And then I am going to take a look at Halloween Mayhem because looking at the post that was put on the website, it looks like there's going to be a daily quest. So it looks like it might be similar to Summer Migration, where there's a daily quest that will maybe work towards an overall master quest. But I'm going to go take a look at it and I'm going to go see what kind of level you need to be, what kind of equipment you need to do it. I mean, if it's similar to Summer Migration, hopefully they make it accessible to, I mean, probably not absolute noobs because even the Summer Migration was difficult to do with the Malud Grad. So you're probably going to need to be a little bit more advanced. I doubt my wife's going to be able to do it, but you never know. I'm going to take a look anyway and see if the Halloween migration is doable, at what level, and what kind of guns you need. Um, and see, see if I can do some myself, see what drops, see if there's anything, see if there's anything interesting dropping. So that's basically it for the next week or so. As you can see, I'm basically here just killing some Panaleans. I've done the daily quest, so I could finish this anytime I want. I don't think I've got any outstanding in here. I got a tree dragon one. Huh, okay. How close am I to the Panalane one? I'm pretty close, so I might actually just stick this on track, finish this off, and then go afterwards. So I've been killing a fair few of these. I'm trying to obviously get a pristine. I have picked up a piece of armor today. I saw that come in. Pair of mail gloves. That's okay. They're not limited, so they are going to fetch a little bit, not a lot, but yeah, a couple. But that's good because people want it for starting off the Imperium armor. But still no pristines. That's what I was hoping to get. I actually had a bit of a mare. I was gonna try and bid on a acidic jelly one before and then the server went down for maintenance. The timing was abysmal. It was really annoying. So I didn't get a chance to bid on that in the end. So I lost that opportunity. But hopefully that will spark a slightly cheaper acidic jelly pristine moving forward. I'm still only on around 330 ARC tokens anyway, so still got a long ass way to go for that. Um, but as I said, be a million times, nothing in this game happens fast. You've got to have patience. You've just got to keep plugging away, do your bits and pieces every day, and eventually you get to where you need to be. But it is going to take you a while. It's everything's going to take you a while in this game, and it's going to take an investment of ped. As you can see, I'm not doing particularly well on the loots today. I should probably call it quits. But let me just get to 100 and crack another one, and then we'll see. I'll probably call it for the day. Um, so yeah, that's about it. I mean, I didn't really have too much else to talk about in today's video. Upcoming videos, I'm gonna do a video that, I mean, probably doesn't help anybody who's watching this right now, but what I would do if I was brand new before I even downloaded the game, what I would do, and see, if people catch that before they start, because obviously there's a big advantage to starting on Toulon or Next Island with the free warps, um, and that's massive. And then obviously after Setesh to get your bits and pieces, and then to be honest with you, I would come to to Cyrene, and if you're free to play, start getting yourself on that daily to get your free pet, because over time I know a few of you disagreed and said maybe my post was clickbait, and maybe it was a little bit, but the reality is it was true. You do get net positive ped. So I would come to Cyrene, I would base myself here to start off with. I would do that quest every day. I would do some sweating, and then I would just start working on the arrots, which I haven't showed you guys yet, but I will show you the arrots shortly, um, because they do give good skill gains, and that's where I did a lot of skill gains early on in my development, when I first came to Cyrene. So that's a couple of the videos I'm going to do. As I say, I'm going to open some Halloween strong boxes if the ring's decent. If the ring's not decent, or it's not a ring and I don't need it, then I might just not bother. I was disappointed with the summer because it was like an implant that gave a slight bonus, and obviously I don't really use implants very much. I'm pretty much just using the gun. So where are we at? 94.7. So keep plugging away. The return's been pretty bad today. Um, so yeah, we'll call it there. Just a quick one today. As I said, I did a full review yesterday of the patch notes, and then it went south. Um, I don't know. Are the patch notes available through the Steam launcher? Let me just close that. Where's the Steam launcher there? Just open that, pull it over here. The patch notes in here. Um, oh, one of the things I was also thinking to do is, I've actually been this channel's actually been up now for just over a year, and I probably did want to just talk about that year, talk about some of the things that I've learned, um, some of the things that I've enjoyed, the highlights, maybe some of the lowlights. I also wanted to review. We're about what we're nearing the end of the year. I was going to go back and watch my goals for the year video just to see what I've done and what I haven't done. I actually genuinely can't remember some of the goals at this point. So be interesting to see, what I've achieved and what I haven't achieved of my initial goals. And if I didn't achieve some of those initial goals, maybe look at why I didn't pursue them, or yeah. So here we go. So here are the release notes. I just maybe just bring them up here whilst I'm killing the last few of these. So what was it? Oh yeah, the Argos. They've changed the Argos or something, so I'll maybe go and take a look at those. Um, so yeah, and then Halloween creatures and Halloween gifts. As I said, I'm gonna go take a look at those once I get back to Cali. And then different bits and pieces. And then some bug fixes, right? So that's when it said here. Um, I was talking about, yeah, putting an external feed so you can API the auction information into websites. I'm sure they're happy to do that because it gets more people back into the game and watching the information even when they're not online. So that's obviously something that they're going to be positive about. Um, oh, I zoomed in by accident here. And then fixed an issue, blah blah blah. Yeah, I was just talking about issues with things. It's like bugs where it said unknown for where the Hoff was if it was in a dungeon or something. Um, and where was there was a comment about graphics. There was a comment about graphics. So there, new texture compression techniques. So reduces loading times, reduces VRAM usage in intense areas. Texture memory is reduced up to 40%. So I tried improving my graphics because at the moment I use low for all of my recordings and when I play, it did absolutely nothing. It actually made it worse and made it unwatchable. So yeah, not so good. But anyway, so I'll leave it there. Thanks for watching. Sorry it was a little bit blah blah this time. I just wanted to let you know why I hadn't posted, and let you know what I'm going to be doing this week. And then tomorrow I have a Halloween party. But Friday I'll probably do the run and go around everywhere and see what is happening. It's actually ironic. We have our work Halloween party on Thursday the 30th, and then Friday the 31st. We actually don't have anything on, so I'll be able to hop in game and do Halloween in game. So that's what we will do. Obviously, because I'm in Japan, I live in most of your futures. So I'll be celebrating my Halloween whilst you guys are at work on Friday. Yeah, anyway. All right. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. Please leave a comment down below. And yeah, I will see you in another video soon. Thanks for watching and see you again soon. Bye bye for now.